Hey everyone, Linus here. Let's talk about Linux gaming and how it went from a niche hobby to a real contender. In the beginning, Linux gaming was tough. Finding games that worked was rare. Developers didn't see Linux as viable. Games required serious technical know-how. The community was small but dedicated. There was a certain charm to it. Getting a game running felt like a victory. We needed a hero, and that hero was Valve. The gaming landscape shifted in 2013 when Valve announced their support for Linux. Steam was the biggest PC gaming platform, and their support for Linux sent a clear message to developers. Valve didn't just stop at bringing Steam to Linux. They also released SteamOS, a Linux-based operating system for gaming. This showed they were serious about making Linux a viable gaming platform. With Steam on Linux, gamers had a centralized platform to buy and download games. No more scouring the internet for compatible versions. This move by Valve was a turning point. It made Linux gaming accessible to a wider audience. Proton, a compatibility layer developed by Valve, changed everything. It allowed gamers to play Windows games on Linux without the need for dual booting or virtual machines. Basically, Proton acts like a translator, allowing Windows games to run on the Linux operating system without the need for developers to port their games specifically for Linux. This was a game changer. Suddenly, the Linux gaming library exploded in size, giving Linux gamers access to thousands of Windows games that were previously unplayable. Of course, Proton isn't perfect. Not every game works flawlessly, and some might require a bit of tweaking to get running smoothly. But the fact that it works as well as it does is a testament to the hard work of Valve and the open source community. With Proton, Linux gaming finally had a way to compete with Windows in terms of game availability. This was a major step towards making Linux gaming mainstream. But it wasn't just Valve pushing things forward. The Linux gaming community played a crucial role too. Section 4. The power of open source community contributions. One of the things that makes Linux special is its open source nature. This means that the code is freely available for anyone to use, modify, and distribute. This has led to a vibrant and passionate community of developers who contribute to the Linux gaming ecosystem in countless ways. From developing tools that enhance the gaming experience to creating patches that fix compatibility issues, the community has been instrumental in making Linux gaming what it is today. Need help getting a specific game running? Chances are, someone in the community has already found a solution. Looking for a custom Linux distribution optimized for gaming? There are plenty of community-driven projects to choose from. This collaborative spirit is one of the things that makes Linux gaming so unique. It's a true testament to the power of open source software and the passion of the community behind it. But let's not forget about the hardware side of things. Section 5. Leveling the playing field, hardware support catches up. For a long time, hardware compatibility was a major pain point for Linux gamers. Drivers for graphics cards, especially from AMD and Nvidia, were often buggy or lacked the performance of their Windows counterparts. But things have drastically improved in recent years. Both AMD and Nvidia have been making an effort to improve their Linux drivers, resulting in significant performance gains and better compatibility. This is partly due to the growing popularity of Linux gaming, but also thanks to the efforts of the open source community, who have been developing their own drivers and pushing for better hardware support. We're now at a point where gaming on Linux with an AMD or Nvidia graphics card is a pretty smooth experience. Sure, there might be some edge cases, but for the most part you can expect comparable performance to Windows. This improved hardware support has removed another major barrier for gamers considering making the switch to Linux. Section 6. Why Linux? The appeal of open gaming. So why are more and more gamers choosing Linux? Well, there are a few key reasons. First, Linux is open source. This means more control over your system, greater transparency, and the freedom to customize your gaming experience to your liking. Second, Linux is generally considered to be more secure and stable than Windows. Say goodbye to those dreaded blue screens of death. Third, Linux is often faster and more lightweight than Windows, which can lead to better gaming performance, especially on older hardware. And let's not forget the vibrant and helpful community. Linux gaming has come a long way, and it's only getting better. With the support of Valve, the dedication of the community, and the improvements in hardware compatibility, Linux has become a viable and attractive gaming platform for a growing number of gamers. So, if you're looking for a more open, customizable, and potentially more performant gaming experience, give Linux a try. You might just be surprised at what you find.